Hey guys, yeah, McGann, and today I'm going to show you how to do a wall art static cling sticky thingy. This is Oracle, I believe 651 is the number for this type of vinyl, and I assume you can handle designing, printing, and weeding on your own. It's pretty simple, you just don't reverse it like you would if it was a t-shirt iron-on thing. So, I have got Craftopia contact paper today, which I have not used before. But it was on clearance, well, on sale for Amazon Prime Day, so I thought, give it a try. I'm starting to run low on the Cricut brand contact paper. So I do really like that it's got these marks on it so that you can sort of figure out on the grid if everything's lined up the way you want it. I don't think I'm going to particularly need it for this design, but you never know. So this was pre-measured and cut. Hopefully I did a good job. Yes, it looks like it's going to fit just fine. And now, because the Craftopia came with this, which is like a little brusher scraper thingy with some extra padding on it, I'm just gonna try using that to transfer the design over. And when you're doing these wall art things, you do want to make sure that you put the non-sticky side onto the sticky side of the contact paper, because you want the sticky side to be face up with the sticky side of the paper so that it all sticks to the wall, if that makes any sense. And if you did it right, it will hopefully, you know, come off the contact paper. I've heard a lot of people complain about the Cricut brand, but I haven't had a problem with it myself. The biggest issue you'll see with the Oracle vinyl is that it doesn't quite peel and stick the same way as the HTV. So yeah, you can see right there, it's just not sticking. Sometimes though you can just press and it'll cooperate after that. So, well, I'm going to try and break these fibers down a little bit more. I don't think you can see it, but I'm going to go to the edge of the desk here and just kind of run it back and forth. Not super hard because I don't want to destroy the design, but I do want to kind of break the fibers that are holding it to the paper so that it will stick better. I swear I have successfully done this before. Maybe it's because I'm not used to this brand of paper. I don't know. We'll find out. You will see me kind of touching here. You want to try to avoid touching as much as possible because you want this to remain sticky. But just do your best. I mean, this is for a personal project. I do not do any tutorials with the intent of you to sell what you're making. So if you're looking for somebody to tell you how to do something that you want to sell and be perfect and permanent for a customer, then I am probably not the channel for you. Come on. And now, like, as I'm pulling back, you want to keep checking, because some of these things just will not cooperate, and I've got a bunch of teeny tiny ones on this project, so it's extra. Yeah, I certainly picked a good first wall art project, didn't I? Just a tad bit crazy. It's like the smaller the images are, the more abso-freaking-lutely impossible they are to work with. But just go slow and take your time. It is tedious, but you will get there. It is a labor of love. You will probably notice that this skipped ahead a bunch because it was just so much I had to stop and sit down while I did this for a while. I have been cutting off certain pieces as I make my way through, because when this paper lays back down, if you push on it, you have a very good risk of taking the image back up again. And so you double and triple your workload. And a lot of times, as you get farther and farther through it, if you're just sort of bending the white page, if you're just sort of bending the white piece of paper, it will really help to get the rest of it off and to stick. And of course, I'm going to have these two little dots make a liar out of me. And sometimes if you have a really difficult thing that just won't come down, if you just go through the other direction and pull in the other direction, that will make all the difference, like it did just there. So if it doesn't look like the backing is all coming up, just try pulling gently from a different direction, and hopefully that's all the fix you need. Okay, and again, you don't want to touch the black or your vinyl part as much as possible, but yeah, this is a really big, difficult project. Now I'm just gonna try and scrape out any of these extra little white pieces that didn't come all the way off from the backing. And it is really sticky, so be prepared to get really sticky hands. And this is a great reason why you don't want to touch your stuff, because it might not stay when you leave. Now, if I can just get by without touching anything else, what you want to do next is find the surface of the wall that you want to put this on. If you haven't recently cleaned your area, please wash it off with a washcloth, use alcohol swabs, let it all dry before you put up your 651 vinyl. Now I've got a scraper and a roller to help put pressure onto the vinyl to stick to the wall. Hopefully this works out the way I think it will. Roller is really good because you can put some real pressure into the images without worrying about scraping anything off by mistake. Now it's not perfect, but it's definitely sticking to the wall much better than it was sticking to the contact paper. And pooh, it looks like we lost a little dot right here, and I don't see it on the contact paper, so that means it probably fell off. It was probably the one that stuck to my hand earlier. Overall, let me get back here, get in a little bit closer. But overall, I think that's a pretty good wall decal. Let's see if I can get back for scale any. Yeah, there's our TV. There's the side of the ring light. Oops. There's our TV, and then on this wall there is the image of The Legend of Zelda something something. I can't remember off the top of my head. But sorry for the crazy zany. I hope this has been helpful, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!